Dunk here, and again, I am trying out these little less edited videos, a little more check-ins, and showing you what I'm doing to build passive income with my content and in DeFi, and some opportunities that you could take part in, so you could also have passive income and take part of the same opportunities that I do. Just as a reminder, nothing that I talk about is financial advice. It is purely educational. If you really do want to dive deep into how I'm learning about DeFi, you could always go to defiearner.com. I'll give you some resources and tips there that will help you get started. All right, so let's dive in. And before we get started, if you wouldn't mind just smashing that like button, it really does help share these videos out so more people can learn how they can make passive income with DeFi. First off, we'll just go over a few videos that have been released, some helpful content that can help you learn how to make some passive income. One of them is about locking up coins in DeFi. And then I also did one explaining the difference between standard and concentrated liquidity pools. Liquidity pools are one of the really cool ways that I make passive income with DeFi. One of my favorite ones that I use is Radium for Solana, but I use quite a few other ones on things like Ethereum sidechains. And how about this? If you want me to talk more about how to make money with liquidity pools and what I'm doing with that, let me know and I will make additional content on how I'm actually picking pools and things like that and making passive income. And I made a video right here about how to make crypto payments using Helio. This is Helio and it's a really cool platform. You could take it and create payment forms similar to this one right here. See, I created this form as kind of a tip jar. I'll drop this link actually in the description of this video. And the way I have this one set up is it is in USD value. So somebody could say, I want to tip $10, and I say tip, but you could make this be a purchase for a product or anything. You can gate a whole bunch of things like Discord servers, or you could have webhooks that will activate things through Zapier or whatever you want it to be. So there's a lot of different opportunities, but I just set it up in USD values, but you could set it up in the native token. But the reason why I did this is, say you want $10 or just $1, it's a tip jar. You would put that amount right here. And then right now it's being paid in USDC, but I can go and pick any of these currencies that I'm bullish on. Like if I wanted to pick Gary, I could just have $1 in Gary, and when they connect their wallet, they'd be able to pay equivalent to $1 in Gary. It would just calculate how much that is at that particular time, and they tipped $1, and they don't really have to think, oh, I'm going to tip one Gary. And it's a really cool way for you to standardize your prices if you want it to be always in one particular currency, but allow them to pay in whichever currency that is compatible with Helio. And then I also did an update last week, similar to the one that I'm doing right now, where I talk about the different passive income streams. And I'm going to continue to do these check-ins and try and get a couple of these edited videos out that are a little bit more evergreen, that can help you long-term, as well as these weekly check-ins. And then I did this one video right here where we talk about how you can now easily activate transactions directly on X or Twitter. And what you could do is activate it in your wallet. And when you take a link from Jupiter, paste it over on X, it's going to create this where somebody could just click this or put in a custom amount and they could just buy that currency. I see this is a really cool way to showcase the coins that you are bullish on. So if I want to post that I just bought something or I'm going to buy something, I could easily just say, hey, this is a coin that I am buying directly on X, and it gives people an opportunity just to click with the one button and it activates their wallet. And if they have the coins in their wallet, then they could just make the swap right away. I do have a few other videos that I shot that are coming out this week, so stay tuned. Make sure that you have the bell turned on YouTube. It is, again, youtube.com/@theblockchain if you are watching this anywhere else but YouTube. And just make sure that you're subscribed so you get all those notifications. And then we're talking about Helio again. I'm going to be creating more content about Helio because I see a lot of opportunity on using this tool to help people create e-commerce or pay for things in crypto, and make it really simple for the audience as well as the creators. It's really cool that you could have payments directly sent to you automatically, and then you can create pages again like this in whatever currency you want. It doesn't have to be in USD values. Say you have your own token and you want people to just pay you in your token, you could submit to have it added to Helio, and if they approve you, just like Gary was approved, you could take payment in that coin, or like I'm doing right here, you could have it calculated in a fiat currency like dollars. Now, let's get into a few more Gary Club things because that's what I've been really busy with this week, between Helio videos and Gary Club videos, and being active in the new school community, which Gary Club launched a school, and that was actually controlled by the DAO. And I'm going to get into the DAO in just a moment. And it's already turning into a pretty active community. If you want to engage with people, you can go down this list. If you're like, oh, I don't know, I've engaged in all these, and like, oh, look, I've already thumbs up. If you want to just filter it out, click the little filter right here and click unread. And then, oh look, it's all the ones that I haven't read yet that I need to engage with. And if you want to engage and if you want to move up the leaderboard, that's an easy way to do it. Just make sure that you engage. And when I say engage, just let me be perfectly clear. I'm not talking about just going and spamming and doing things like that. Just actually have conversations with people, because the thing about social media is it's a two-way street. It's social. It's like talking to somebody. The way that I got to being like #1 on this leaderboard is just having conversations with people, helping people. I share my videos. I listen to what you say in this community, and then I go, oh, they need a video for this, and I go and create the video. So I'm serving the audience, and it helps the audience, and it also helps me. People go and watch the videos. They can go and join my email list. They can potentially tip me in my Helio tip jar, whatever they feel is worth, and they could enter my ecosystem. There's a bunch of different layers on ways that people could enter your ecosystem, and I think that School is a cool way to do it. So again, you should jump into it. It's school, SKOOL.com/Gary Club if you wanted to join this one. And one thing that was dropped in this week, if you go to Classroom, there was 3 courses. Look, I already did all 3, 100%. I want to see that from everybody, 100%. Basically showing if you are a newbie with crypto and DeFi and you don't even know where to start, this will help you say, okay, how can I benefit buying and selling Gary? Gary Lock, that can get me some passive income, and then breaking down how the rewards in this ecosystem work. So if you want to learn about that stuff, go there. There's also some calendar events that have already passed and more to come. Just go check out that community, engage and learn, and I'm going to be in there, so if you want to get my attention, it's a good way to do that. Another great way to get my attention is to jump into my Discord at dunkmedia.club and just message me in there. Not DMs. I don't really reply to DMs, just so you know. If you want to get my attention, the best way to do it is to put it publicly in a platform like School or in my Discord, and then if you really want to get my attention, just tag me. I'm fine with being tagged, but I'm just telling you, DMs, I may not reply to you. Just letting you know. And one other thing that happened in Gary Club, it actually happened in the Discord, was we recently just picked our art for something called the Stackers, which is another sub-collection, NFT collection within the Gary Club economy. There's a couple different components to the Gary economy. There's 2 main parts, which is Gary Coin, and then there is also Draft Tower, which is an NFT collection. It was originally minted on Ethereum, migrated it over to Solana, and that was kind of cool because 2,500 of them got left behind on Ethereum. And there's a bunch of other burn mechanisms, and that shrinks that supply. So there'll be less draft, which means that, supply and demand, you get it. And then there is also the Stackers, and they just actually added art. See some of the different art that they just added. I have one myself, and I'm going to start using it in some of my videos. And then there's also Bags, which is a token that there's been a bunch of different perks for holding it, but you get perks when you have increments of 500 bag tokens, which gives you a seed in bags. So there's a bunch of different ways that you can get involved and collect the different collectibles and tokens within the ecosystem and get perks like the airdrops that come out. So one of the things is there is airdrops. Some of them are going to be claimable. You'll have to go to a website and claim them based off of the different assets you own. But one last thing that you could do in order to qualify for different airdrops, you have your Draft Tower NFTs, you would have a seat in bags, you could have your stackers like these ones right here, or you could lock up some Gary coin in the DAO. And let me just jump into what that means right here. So I'm very bullish on Gary long term, and even if the price dips here and there, I'm still buying more because I know it's being built and I know it's going to happen long term. So I have several different wallets that I actually have locked up different coins in, because I wish that was just in one, but I was trying to figure it out and ended up in several of them. So I've already claimed from some of the other ones that I was testing in, but now I have this wallet right here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click right here in the top left corner where it says Gary Lock. If I did just want to buy Gary, by the way, if you want to just buy your Gary, you would just buy it either at this swap, or you could just go to Radium, or you can go to Jupiter and buy it from that swap. They're different pools. If you know, again, the way that liquidity works in DeFi, there's different buckets, basically different sides to each side, and you could set up a bunch of different pools of buckets, and there's multiple pools of buckets between Solana and Gary, just like there are buckets between Gary and Dunk. Once you have the Gary in your wallet, you're just going to come over here where it says Gary Locked, click that, and just depending on how you have it set up, you could use your custodial wallet. When you create an account at gary.club, it is going to create something called a custodial wallet. And if you click this little button at the top right corner, it will bring you over to this page, and you can grab your wallet address right here. You can fund it and all that fun. And this is actually the panel that you will use to send coin away from this wallet if you want to as well. So we're going to come back to this in a minute, but for now, all we need to do is go and claim it. If you did want to use an external wallet, you just click external wallet, and then say you have Phantom, you can go to phantom.app to grab a Phantom wallet or whichever Solana wallet you're using. It just does have to be a Solana wallet. If it's external, you click right here, you pick your wallet that you want, whichever one is compatible. I usually use Phantom, but right now I'm just going to click Social Connector wallet because I've claimed from my Phantom wallet already, but I'm just going to show you exactly how it works on the Social Connector custodial wallet. Now, I've already accidentally clicked this one, but it was for 100 that I had locked up. But you could see some of these, like I have 25,000 that I locked up, and it'll be released September 24th, 2004. I can just click claim. I get this pop-up. It's going to give me 967 for this particular claim, and I can click claim, and it's just going to process. And sometimes this does fail, but if it just pops up right here, it lets you know that it worked. If it does not go through within 120 seconds, it will fail, and you'll just have to try again. If anything keeps on failing on Solana, and this isn't just for Gary Club or any kind of claim or whatever, you can go to explorer.solana.com, and if you ever see any red here, it's a good sign that there's some slowage going on in the Solana network, and you can say, oh, maybe I'll try this later when it's not so busy. But now I can just go through this entire list. One thing that I wish that this had was a claim all button, but it doesn't have that yet. But now if I go to this 25, click right here, it says 0. But if I refresh this page, since it sees my wallet, look right there. Now I have 981.56, which I think I had about 13 in there before. So it keeps on adding up. So now I can keep on just going down the line of claiming all of these. I'm just going to go through all of these now. And if we look at this right now, I got just shy of 4,000 Gary that I claimed from that drop alone. So if that's not passive income, I don't know what is, because I locked up my coin in something that I was already bullish on, something that I believe in, not for just crazy, no good reasons, but because I actually have a reason. I believe in this economy because I could see how healthy it is. I could see how it's driving towards a bigger goal. I could see how it's locking it up. I've looked at how it's burned its tokens when it realizes it's oversupplied. It's doing what it needs to do to survive long term. So now, what do I want to do with these tokens? I could either just go over here to the side right here, and whether I'm in my Social Connector wallet or external wallet, right here, I could just lock it up right now in the same wallet. Maybe I want to send it to my Phantom wallet. It's really simple to do that, and I'm just going to jump over by clicking right here over to Social Connector. So on Social Connector, we are just going to go ahead and click on this drop-down menu where it says Account under Dashboard on the side. We'll click Wallet, and it's just going to give you a list of all your tokens. This is just your coins. If you have NFTs in here, you send them a different way. But now I'm going to scroll down, and I think that Gary's on my third page. I wish it would just be at the top, since it's like the main token. But now we're going to need to go grab our wallet address. I'm going to go back over here, pop up my wallet. I'm using Phantom. You could use whichever one is compatible, but click right here. Make sure you grab your Solana address. I'm going to grab it right here, Solana. And I am going to go back over to this page, and I'm going to click Send Coin. And then I'm going to paste in the recipient. Give it a second. It's got to load this page right here, and then click right external. And I'm just going to say max. And if you have two-factor authentication, which is always a good idea, you're going to need to paste that in right here. And then after that, you hit send coin. It says that it was successfully transferred. And even if it's not instant, because this is a custodial wallet, sometimes these transfers go out in waves, and sometimes it waits until the blockchain is a little slower. But let's check it out. Occasionally it is instant. So let's check the wallet, see if it went through already. There we go. So now I have all of these tokens. I was able to get 4,326 Gary just from this claim alone. And this is not the first claim. I've done multiple claims over the last couple months, which for me, I'm just compounding them. So now I have all of these in here, and I'm going to go over to external wallet, and I'm going to connect this Phantom wallet. Click connect, click Phantom, and now my wallet is connected. It will reload right here, and it's going to show other things that I have locked in this wallet. And I know I have a little less in here than I do in the other one, and that's fine. And that's where I got that additional little bit of extra Gary. But if I click claim right here, it works exactly the same way. The only difference is that you will get a pop-up from your wallet that you have to confirm. But with the Social Connector wallet, it automatically does that for you. But now I'm going to go ahead and lock up these coins because I'm bullish. I'm going to lock up 4,325 Gary coin, just shy of that amount. Hey, judge me if you want. I love round numbers. I just like keeping them round numbers. I don't want to keep a bunch of little tiny change. I'll just wait until the next lockup to lock up that one coin, And I like leaving a little bit of coin in my wallet anyways because it shows that there is a wallet that has Gary coin in it, which is a good metric. So I just leave a little bit of Gary coin behind. Now I have three options. I could lock up for 1 month and just get 4,325 locked Gary, which gives me that many votes in the Gary DAO. Or I could just lock it up for 3 months and get the 1.8, and that gives me even more votes in the DAO. And also, it also increases the amount that I get to claim right here because I get the 3x. So those claims that I got, they were 3x of my share. It's always just one amount that gets dropped into that pool based off of how much I have locked up, including the 3x or the 1.8x multiplier. That just makes it so, it locks it up for a little bit longer and you get that benefit. I'm just going to do 6 months because I want the 3x. So that's going to give me 12,975 votes in the DAO, even though I only locked up 4,325 Gary. So now I'm going to hit lock Gary. It's going to give me this pop-up. You would also get a similar pop-up like this if you were claiming your Gary from a Phantom wallet as well. The only difference is that you would be just claiming it and you're not going to be sending anything. Now I'm going to make sure it says gary.club and always verify this. I always say just double check, triple check, read everything because, if you send coin to the wrong address or if you agree to something, there's nothing that anybody could do. Again, not financial advice. The only thing that I'll tell you is just make sure that you read everything because there's nothing that any of us could do to help you if you make a mistake like that. So again, there is a very small Solana fee for locking up your coin, and then you get your locked Gary back. You deposit this. There is a gas fee. Hit confirm. Now it says success, Gary lock successful. And there's one more step that will give you the most benefit from this. So I'm going to hit OK. And now if I go over to my wallet, I'm going to open it up. And now it took most of the Gary out. Say I only have 1.74 Gary left in this wallet. But if I go here, now I have 18,975 locked Gary. And locked Gary is basically its own token. If somebody wanted to go and create a liquidity pool for it, they could. It's a new currency, but it really doesn't have any trading pairs. There's nothing created for it. Its only purpose is to go over to the DAO, which if you just click up here, voting, and it's or voting.gary.club would bring you to this as well. And then come up here. And if you are using your social connector wallet, you would just connect your social connector wallet and you would sign in with your email and password. But for us, we are going to use our Phantom wallet or whichever wallet you're using. Click connect. You might need to confirm this if this is the first time that you're doing it. And you can see right here in this wallet, I already have 12,525 votes that are available. And in this particular wallet, it's 0.13%. But I'm going to deposit the locked Gary that we just got, which again, we got 3 times the amount of votes. And we see all these different votes. And this is what controls that treasury. If we don't like something, I get to vote or propose what I want to be voted on. I can hit deposit. 1,800,975, hit confirm, and it's going to just give me this pop-up. See, I'm sending this over to the DAO, and I'm going to hit confirm. And there we go. Now I have 31,500 votes in this wallet. I have other wallets that have even more votes than that, so I get to have a nice little sway in whenever there is a vote. There's nothing active at the moment, but we can look at some of the old ones. Right here, the ones that I had voted on with this wallet, July token holders, reward claims, all of these are ways that I can control the funds or the way that the project goes because I'm bullish on it, and I get the benefit of being able to actually get some passive income while I'm at it. So look at this. Now I'm 0.33 in this particular wallet. And one cool thing, if you didn't know, this wallet actually gets replenished when people vote. There's a very small amount of SOL that ends up going into this wallet every time that somebody votes, which makes the DAO sustainable and which makes it so the people that are voting actually are keeping it alive. So as a short little recap, first we went over a couple of videos that were released on youtube.com/@theblockchain. Then we went over some of the things that you could do with Helio, including these tip jars. I mean, it's really cool that you could set it in a USD value and then charge in whichever currency you want that's compatible. If I'm bullish on things like Sharky, for instance, lending protocols, man, I want some of their token, man. If I think that it's going to go up. I'll take whatever token, and I can even swap it into another token if I want. Then we went over things like the Gary Club locking up as well. Then we went over a little bit about Radium and different pools. We went over different assets that you can get to stack up in Gary Club to maximize your claims. And then we went over things like the swap and how you could drop that into X. One of my favorites of all was being able to claim my Gary Club rewards and then taking those rewards and making my next reward claim even bigger, because I'm going to be able to 3x them by locking them up for 6 months. Again, if you like videos like this, let me know in the comments. I'm trying to mix a couple more of these lighter, less edited videos that are just showing you what I'm doing in with my more educational, more edited, evergreen type videos that I put out on the channel. Again, if you want to learn more about how to grow passive income with DeFi, just go to DeFiEarner.com, grab my resources. And if you have a question for me, always just drop it in the description of this video, or you can go head over to my Discord at dunkmedia.club. That is the best way to do it. Again, I'm not big in the DMs. I prefer public conversations, if anything. So, hey, if you want to message me, just leave me a message in the Discord or drop a comment in this video. Again, my name is Dunk, and I'm all about helping you make passive income with DeFi. Keep creating, keep earning passive income, and I will see you in the next video.